When you're done with your foot rows, continue cranking until the main mark is at 9 o'clock. Now, starting with the second needle, not the first needle by the target here at 11 o'clock, but the second one, and going counterclockwise around to the main mark here at 9 o'clock. We're going to lift all of those needles. And now crank halfway around until the halfway mark is at 9 o'clock, and you're going to lift all of these needles along the top half of your cylinder. Now you're going to crank the rest of the way around till the main mark is back at 9 o'clock, and you're going to lift these last few needles between the halfway mark and the second needle from the target. So there are 10 needles between my two target needles, plus one on each side that I still have down on my 60 needle cylinder. Now we engage the heel spring and then lift the last needle worked, which is the one here at 11 o'clock before the target mark. Again, I pushed my finger in a little bit on that first stitch always. Now I'm going to take a minute and adjust my weight. I'm going to add my heel forks, sorry. And then I'm going to add a cable ring. And replace my weight. Now I'm going to lift the last needle worked, and I'm going to push down 3 needles on the other side and crank around. You're going to continue doing that. Lift 1, the last one worked always, and then push down 3 on the other side. And you're going to continue doing that until you get to the wedge heel targets. Lifting the last one, pushing down 3. Here is how you know if you push them down or not. The one that you lifted last time has 2 stitches on it, and then the next 2 will just have 1. So if these 3 were still up and you saw that the next one that was up had 2 stitches, you'd know you hadn't yet pushed the 3 needles down. So I just pushed down the 3 needles before the wedge heel target on this side. No matter what, you do not go past the wedge heel target, even if you need to push down fewer than 3. So now I'm going to go back counterclockwise. Now I'm going to lift this last one worked, and I'm going to wrap the needle beside it. And then remember to push down my 3 on this side. And you'll notice that takes me exactly to my wedge heel target on this side. So I'll do the same thing here. I'll lift, I'll wrap the last one beside it, and I'm going to start to go back, but don't go very far. Again, just with the halfway mark to 9 o'clock is a good metric, because then we need to push all of these needles down. And now you're going to go around 1.5 times. So the halfway mark will go from 9 o'clock around to 9 o'clock and then stop at 3 o'clock. So that was 1 time around and half around. So now we repeat. That was 1 wedge heel. Now we do it again. Exactly the same. So it starts the second needle from the first target. Crank halfway, then you lift all the needles in the top half of the cylinder until the halfway mark that's here. Crank the rest of the way. Now we're going to finish it up with the needles until one away from the target on this side. Now you can adjust your heel forks up. And we go again. On the first row, you just lift one. And again, on the other side, now you lift one and you push down 3. Lift 1, push down 3.
Visit us at deanandbean.com and please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.